Oh, it's also Lolly. Okay. Hi, Rando. I don't know you, but I guess I'm about to. Layla. Layla is a female name, but I guess it's spelled like that. Hello, you two. Is something the matter? Huh? The great hero Paimon and... Whoops. I totally skipped over 2 words there. The great hero Lunara and Paimon? How fortunate I am to cross paths with you here. You look familiar. Have we met before? Have you forgotten? I'm Layla. Oh, Layla! Yeah! The whole thing with Zitlali's cave shenanigans. I remember you. You, Master Auroran, and the great shaman Zitlali once saved my life. Layla recounts an event that happened not too long ago. It was ages ago. What are you talking about? When you helped a member of the Masters of the Night Wind return his lost spirit to his body. Oh, it's you. Well, you're looking healthy, Layla. Paimon almost didn't recognize you with your hat on. But, did you say Master Auroran? Yes, I did. I'm currently studying the mystic arts under Master Auroran's tutelage. Sorry to be you. And does Auroran know about this? Well, it's something of a one-sided teaching relationship. So he doesn't even know he's your teacher? What kind of a student are you then? As someone who used to be a spirit duffer, if Zitlali hadn't saved me and Auroran hadn't taught me, there's no way I could have ever become a shaman. If a teacher is like a gardener, I'll gladly be one of their carrots and let them water me with knowledge. Lunara, do you really think we can rely on this guy? No. Come again? I didn't hear that very well. Oh, Paimon was just saying how nice it is to run into an old friend. Master often calls me friend as well, but I won't have it. Master is master, and Master's granny is master granny. That's just how things are. As for you, most venerable Lunara, I know that you are friends with the great shaman Zitlali, which makes you my master granny too. Why do you keep promoting me to an aged position? I'm afraid it would be discourteous of me to address you simply as friend. Sounds to Paimon like you picked up a lot more than just mystic arts from Auroran. Okay, let's get back to business. Yeah, we're actually here to ask for your help, Layla. Help? From me? Rest assured, good masters, whatever task you entrusted to me, I shall fulfill it to the best of my abilities, and therein lies the problem. You explained to Layla what happened earlier. Does he have the capacity to help? I see. So you think he's being possessed? That's right. What's your take on the situation? The Easy Breeze Holiday Resort is indeed a location with vibrant spiritual energies, and I could sense that as soon as I arrived, so it wouldn't be amiss to assume that some invisible entity could have been involved. Can you take me to that spot with the swing you mentioned earlier? I'd like to confirm a few things. Sure thing, Layla. I'll show you the way. Off a cliff. This is the spot. Just as I thought. What is it? I truly was held back by apical dominance? Apical? I've never heard the word before. What now? It's a botanical phenomenon. Well, that's why I've never heard it before. The stems of some vegetables grow incredibly quickly and absorb a large amount of nutrients, impeding the growth of lateral buds and leaves. If you want to encourage more foliage, you have to remove the apical bud at the top of the stem. Master Auroran said that I was once held back by my spirit duffer problem. That is, until I found a way to clip it off at the top. And then I blossomed into a healthy vegetable with lush and verdant foliage. Back to Layla, you do remember why we're here, right? Of course, it might sound like I'm not going off topic, but I was just trying to say that I've discovered some traces of spiritual energy. That's a really long way to go about to say that. They're weak and very, very faint. An ordinary shaman might have walked right by without noticing a thing. But I am no ordinary shaman anymore. Thanks to Master Auroran, I've grown into a plant to be proud of. Layla, can you please drop the vegetable metaphors and focus on the matter at hand? You'll have plenty of time to think about stems and buds after we solve this mystery. Yes, of course. Just as Master Granny said, the afflicted actor conversed with some kind of presence here. I'm going to use my clairvoyance and try to follow these faint traces of spiritual energy. It might be possible to glimpse the presence' true form. But first, I need to prepare something very important. What are you doing? He is literally burying carrots. There we go. Carrots? What sharp eyes you have, Master Granny. These are indeed carrots, and this is a carrot ring, but they're not for eating. This is a medium of divination that would help with clairvoyance. Okay. In my tribe, everyone has their own unique method of divination, which is fine. Vegetables, though? I question your methods. Some use graffiti, others use smoke or water. I use vegetables. Well, that's novel, but does it actually work? Master once told me, do not underestimate the humble vegetable. It is the eyes and ears of the earth. Born of the soil, gifted with its spirit and blood, it bears the symbols and memories of the land. Every time you eat vegetables, it's like suckling at the teat of Mother Teyvat, good lord, sharing in the histories and mysteries passed down through generations. That's why we eat vegetables and not grass or leaves. No, we eat vegetables because they have more nutrients required for us to, survive and thrive. Paimon's never eating another vegetable as long as she lives. She'd rather eat slimes. Well, you've done that before. That's a pity, Paimon. You could have a chance to grow your wisdom. Please just continue with whatever you're doing, Layla. Paimon won't say anything ever again. Feel free to speak your mind, Master Paimon. Thank you for allowing me to share my knowledge with you both. Can you please just start already? Of course. Here, Paimon, and you too, Master Granny. Put your hands on my shoulders. It will help you see. Is this safe? I've gleaned from the spiritual traces that the hidden presence is neither powerful nor violent. So yes, I think it's quite safe. I'm ready. All right, let's get started. I'm trying to press F. Carrot ring, oh carrot ring, make visible these unseen things. Show me, where is their grave? Carrot ring, oh carrot ring, make visible these unseen things. Show me, where did they fall? Please allow me to see. Glitches. Dinasha. Plural. Wait, isn't that one of those loomy thingies, those weavy thingies that you had dealt with? Oh no. Oh no. But where's this? How do things turn out this way? Oh man, my head hurts. You okay, Layla? I'm fine, but I'm afraid I've reached my limit. Did you see that? Truly remarkable, I dare say. It was like a dream. What did it all mean? All I know is that the Asha on the swing is probably the spirit you're looking for, although I'm not sure how it gained the ability to hide itself. Moreover, the spiritual energy traces belong to more than just one Asha, which lines up with what we saw. There must be several of them nearby. Are they the cause of the problem? It's hard to say, but it's likely that Actus started to lose control of himself because he was affected in some way by the Asha's departure. If we can track down those Asha, we should at least be able to calm him down. So that's how it is. Vegetables aside, it looks like you've learned some real skills, Layla. I have to work hard not to tarnish Master's good name. What about the ones we saw later on? I too am more concerned about what we saw afterwards. The fabric those Asha were gathered around. It looked a lot like the woven scrolls we use in the Masters of the Night Wind. And that mysterious place that appeared later, along with the strange figure standing in the carrot ring. It all felt very familiar somehow, but I'm not sure why. That's okay, we can think about that stuff later. For now, we have leads that could help that Tenor guy. Right, but Paimon, Master Granny, I think I'll excuse myself from that. Huh? Why? Truth is, I feel a little uneasy. Didn't you just say that you've grown into a vegetable Auroran could be proud of? Indeed, but even the carrots are whispering warnings. When the field is filled with crops, frost will come to claim them. That sounds serious. The great shaman Sitlali instructed me to come to Tenor talk to relax, but she also told me to let her know if things started to get strange. Sitlali sent you here? Aren't you on vacation? Whether this is a vacation or not depends entirely on the whims of the aforementioned Frost. Right now, all I want to do is rush back to Master's greenhouse. Okay, you're starting to make Paimon feel nervous now. Fear not, Paimon. The tallest vegetables are always the first to fall to frost. You should be safe for a while. He's calling you small. Oh, and speaking of vegetables, you can keep these carrots. Now that the divination's over, they've turned into spirit mediums for the Asha. Just sprinkle some of their juice into your eyes and you'll be able to see the invisible Asha. That should help track them down. Sir, I don't know that I particularly want to sprinkle juice from a carrot into my eyes. It sounds like it would burn and hurt immensely. But thanks, Layla. I should be the one thanking you. It's an honor to be able to help you out, Master Granny. I'll be going now, so take care and good luck in your search. And there he goes. Do you think he was overreacting? Overreacting or not, let's watch our step. No need to worry. If things go wrong, there are plenty of vegetables taller than us in this garden. Paimon feels a little better hearing you say that. Let's go back to the hut and check on our guy. Paimon hopes that we learned about the Asha will come in handy. Return to the hut. Oh, off the edge. Okay.
And
I don't
where
know,
are we
dude.
going?
Still don't know, dude. Completely unnecessary, but it is what it is. Return to the hut. Well, I've returned to the hut. You didn't say I had to talk to you, just said I had to return to the hut. But okay, I'll talk to you quickly. Oh, he suddenly reappears. The second to come forward and embrace Tenno was the brave Menelek. That's right. The third was the cunning Sanhaj Kompare. The fourth was the young Berkina. And the fifth was Sunjata. Papa, what do you want to do? You can't go looking for them now. They've been gone for hundreds of years. The sixth to go with Tenno was the nemesis from his youth, the giant Tupac. It's Tupac, guys! How am I supposed to explain to your mother how you ended up like this? Whoa, he's awake. You're back. Don't worry, he's just reciting lines again. The witch doctor's sedatives are very effective. His erratic behavior earlier was probably due to something agitating him. That's a relief. Anyway, Pukley, we found the shaman, and he told us what to do. He told Pukley what happened with Layla. So it was all because of the Asha. Well, that's a surprise. But knowing that should make things easier. Except I can't see the Asha, and I refuse to put carrot juice in my eyes. Easier? How? The result's huge. How are we supposed to track down a bunch of invisible Asha? I'll handle that. I'll get my staff to investigate supernatural occurrences around the resort. Things like empty swings moving on their own. It's called the wind. That way we might just find our invisible Asha. Sounds like a plan. Given our lack of knowledge on the Asha, this is our only choice right now. Yeah, those Asha are really strange. They look like Manatu, but their colours are way more vibrant, and they seem to be smarter. Did you just insult the Manatu? For shame, Paimon. Sorry, I just ate, and my throat seems to be playing up. That's one way of looking at it, but it might be more helpful to think of them as having a soul. Are you saying the Manatus don't have souls? They don't, which is fair. In Tenochtitlan culture, the word Asha has two meanings, one of which roughly translates to benevolent soul. Many believe that Asha are Manatu with a soul, and that's why they're smarter and more approachable. Oh, Paimon gets it! So what's the other meaning? Paimon bets it's got something to do with the spirit of summertime that embodies a resort. It's not a bad guess, but the second meaning is actually something closer to ashes. Ashes? Yes, ashes blown over from the Merjavari. So the Asha are connected to the Merjavari? You may not know this, but there's a vast tract of land to the west of Tenochtitlan that was once the Merjavari. It is a place of sorrow born from the abyssal invasion. Warriors were reduced to dust, their souls imprisoned and bound to the land. That is, until the whole Merjavari mysteriously vanished about 20 years ago. It was around that time that the Asha first appeared. Naturally, people made the connection to the Merjavari. No wonder they're so willing to approach the people of Natlan. They're all caught up in the legend of the Merjavari. Hey Lunara, Paimon just thought of something. When Layla showed us that strange place just now, it looked like the place we went to search for Bennett before. You don't think... It's possible. Wait, are you telling me that this random-ass silly world quest is the one that brings us to the Merjavari? Okay. Ah, there I go, getting sidetracked. I'm going to focus on Papa first. Give me a day. Ugh. And I'll round up all the locations where the invisible Asha might show up. What are you going to do about him? I plan to let him stay here for now. He might get unnecessarily stimulated if he leaves his familiar environment. The resort has also designated this as a restricted area, so rest assured that no tourists will accidentally come wandering by. That's good. Papa attacked us, but we won't hold it against him. We'll find a way to cure him for sure. And so Tenno gathered allies from the six great tribes. Glittering like the flames of roaring wildfire, they crashed into the mountains of darkness. Stay strong, Papa, even in your imaginary quest to be a hero. So do I have to wait, till reset? Do you not? Wait, didn't you guys say I have to press V? Haha! Can I just hit it again? Is there any button to auto do this? No, I've got to physically click. Okay, that part sucks. Still much quicker. Although how I was supposed to know that V was the key to do that, I'm not quite sure. Head to the reception to look for Pukli. Where's reception again? There. Nope. Hi, Pukli. Ah, you're both here. Hey, Pukli. Any news? Surprisingly, no. Although I did come across some suspicious information. It dates back to when we were planning the construction of Easy Breeze Holiday Resort. Workers near the Tenor huts often complained that their materials had gone missing. The missing materials were soon found in the wilderness nearby, but no one ever admitted to moving them. There were also rumours of workers being frightened by water rippling when there was no wind, or wild beasts being spooked for unknown reasons, all around the same area. Well, that sounds just like the work of Invisible Asha, but why'd they only show up in one area? I also found it strange. Maybe there's something special near the huts? Sounds like we'd better conduct some fieldwork. Let me mark the location on your map. In the meantime, I'll head to the huts to check on my staff. Where are we going? I don't see it. Back there. According to Pukli, the hidden Asha should be somewhere around here. Guess that means it's time to use Layla's magic carrots, right? Let's give it a try. You squeeze out some juice from the carrots and gently apply it to both your eyes and Paimons. I don't think there's any gentle involved in squirting juice into your eyeballs. It's going to be a painful process no matter how gentle you try to be. That smells fresh and yummy. Hee hee. Not in your eyeballs, they don't. Hey look, there's an Asha right there on the lake. Whoa, Paimon can't believe those carrots actually worked. Well, they were primed with spiritual energy, Paimon. Search for invisible Asha. Hi! Let's coat them in paint. Okay, that's one way to go about it, I suppose. What paint are we going to choose? Let's go with purple today. Oh, where'd he go? Excuse me, little man. Looks really happy. Is it playing hide and seek with us? Hee hee. Hello, little man. Oh, there's one over here. He's also playing hide and seek. Got you! Can you get out of this mode? Hello? Is R not the... Okay, that was just awkward. And here's the third. Hey, don't run away. Come back. Ack!
Strike a pop! My guiding star! Extinguished! Power! Yeah!
Bye-bye. Why did the Asha lead me into combat, though? That was very cruel. Looks like this is the last one nearby. They seem to like us a lot, huh? They're not scared at all. Time to head back to the huts. Sitlali is in this quest line. Huh? Lunara? Paimon? Sitlali, what are you doing here? Again, I really strongly believe that world quests should be voiced. I mean, Genshin makes so much fucking money. There's no excuse not to have world quests be voiced. I'm just as surprised as you two, but it's a welcome surprise. I'm happy to see you too, Sitlali. Were you also invited to the resort to kick back and relax? If I wanted an easy breezy day, I'd have just stayed in bed. Are you just acting cute? So you're here because of Layla, I take it? Sharp as always. Why is everybody hee-heeing all over the place? It's very unnatural. Layla told me everything he saw. Everything points towards the Mayor Javari. Wait, hold up. Layla told you what happened, yet you were still surprised to see us here. How does that make any sense? He would have told you about us. Random. So it's really the Mayor Javari, but didn't it, disappear? If it had really disappeared, then it shouldn't be possible to perceive it in any way. I suspect that it was hidden by some kind of power, which would explain why Layla could see it. But enough of that. I'm not here for the Majivari either. My main target's the person who showed up in Malayla's clairvoyance. I don't remember. Did a person appear? I only remember looking for the Asha. Oh, so you know who they are then, Sitlali? Do you remember that time we helped Layla get his spirit back? I mean, vaguely, I remember it was a thing. The actual specifics of the process, no. The whole time he was being tricked by that Kukuchu guy? No, I don't remember that part. If I'm not mistaken, it was he that Layla saw during his ritual. So I looked into the sky and found out he once escaped from Kanich while using the name Sanka. It turns out that he's one slippery rat. Kanich even told me you've crossed paths with him before. I don't remember. We've crossed paths? Wait, there's no way. It's Enjo? The name's familiar, but I don't understand the context. Enjo, is that his real name? It could be another alias. Whatever he's called, he's a clerk who works for the Abyss Order. He's great at lying and great at slipping away. Are you here to catch him, Sitlali? Yeah, I don't remember any of that. So he's an Abyss Order goon. Well, we can't just let him get away now, can we? That rat. You should know you don't mess with old lady's pride, yet that lousy fiend took you for a fool. Just you wait. Granny Itzli's going to make you regret the day you were born. Hey, Sitlali, is everything okay? You're making a really scary face. Do you still have the stuff I left with you last time? Stuff? Lunara, maybe we should take a look. Take out Samhash's relic. Alright, it's still in good condition. Now the other one. Take out the map. Well, that's a relief. I was worried Enjo might have swiped them from you. That great big liar wouldn't dare show his face around us. Anyway, be careful. He's lurking somewhere nearby. He is? How can you be so sure? What is that Hosha doing? He may have gotten away from us last time, but I made sure to leave a mark on him. I do remember that you did that, yes. That way, I can track the rat no matter what hole he decides to crawl into. As long as he's nearby, I'll be able to sense him. I had a vague sense of where he was the moment I set foot in the resort. I never expected to bump into you two while tracking him, though. Again, didn't Layla tell you I was here? So you're saying he's nearby? Yes. Unfortunately, the mark only gives me a rough guide to where he is. Otherwise, I'd have caught him already. We should work together, Lunara. I get a sense that Enjo might have something to do with that employee's strange behaviour. Awesome! With Sitlali here, there's nothing to fear. Don't know about that.
You've earned yourself a reward.
Thanks, Skirk. Try not to be so condescending about it next time, yes? Head to the hut with Sitlali. Okay, so we're just going to the hut. Yeah. We're good friends, Papa. Our mothers are good friends too. We promised to build this resort together. How am I supposed to face them with you like this? If your mother gets ticked off, she'll get my mother ticked off, and then we'll be in the firing line. If that happens, you better believe I'm going to make it your problem as well. So, for the sake of our mothers, could you at least answer me and let me know you're listening? As Tenno gazed upon the vast burning plains, a turbid black tide welled on the horizon. Alright, I guess I should tell you how our fathers are faring. Hold on. You're awake? It's that old lady. Papa, what is it? What old lady? Silence. Hold them off outside. If you get any closer, the next time you'll be seeing our mothers is from the inside of a coffin. Well, isn't he a bit dramatic? Masapukli, we're here. Wait, what's going on? You look terrified. Papa, he's awake and he called my mother an old hag. There's something wrong. His illness has gotten worse. Huh? We better go check on him. So this is that out of sorts employee? Hey you, close off. Are you sure? He's definitely not one of the resort staff. Last chance. Get rid of that disguise or I'll make you wish you did. Hold on, something's not right. Sitlali steps forward and tears away the costume, but there is nobody inside. All she's left with is a Noctli costume with the traces of lingering warmth. Are you kidding me? He got away. What's going on? Was Tenno hollow on the inside? No, there was someone in this costume, all right, but it looks like they slipped away just before we got here. Ah, darn it. It must have been Enjo. I can sense the aura of my mark on him. Wait, so the Tenno we just met now was Enjo in disguise? How long has he been playing us along? How long has he been playing us along? Wouldn't the phrase just be playing us? What do you mean playing us along? Probably since the very beginning. Wait, if that's not Papa, then where's Papa? Oh, Archons, I deserve the scolding our mothers are going to give me. Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. I can't believe Enjo tricked us again. We have to catch him. Lunara, it seems he fled in a hurry. My arrival probably threw him off, which means he might have abandoned some things around the camp. Well, let's get searching for clues. Hi! That old hag. She's even more of a nuisance than I am. Guess I'll just have to wait and see how things pan out. But where's Papa? Hello, invisible barrier? What the heck was that about? What is this? What is there? Is Papa invisible now? Investigator report, secret cave. Okay. Bakunawa, a gigantic beast that appeared on the western side of Natlan 500 years ago, accompanied by other abyssal monsters. Its body was like that of a mountain, and it devoured the tribespeople of Tenoxetok. An out-of-control creation identified as one of gold that once attacked... See, I have a problem with the way they're doing quotation marks. The same with Tenno's name. If you're putting quotation marks around someone's name and then being possessive, you need to put your quotation marks outside the golds, because golds is the name as a whole. This bullshit right here is not how English works. I don't know why we're using quotation marks. If you know this person is gold, then that's their name and they should not need quotation marks. An out-of-control creation identified as one of Gold's that once attacked and swallowed part of her body. Lacking in intelligence, its actions are solely devoted to an instinct devourer. It is capable of infinite growth and is functionally immortal. However, unlike Gold's other creations, its immortality does not stem from the power of life, but rather a more transcendent form of abyssal power that may be beyond even our order's understanding. Okay, relevance, question mark? Medjugorje. No extant records suggest how the Medjugorje could have disappeared. It seems that all related information was erased alongside the Sea of Ash itself. The only speculation that remains to be made comes from an ancient legend. Thousands of years ago, a troop wandered through the lands. For flutes they had swords, and for harps they had bows. They performed for guests and also for foes. They once travelled through the desert, and they also set foot in the blazing Medjugorje. But mainstream history dictates that the Medjugorje only appeared 500 years ago. Assuming the records of this ancient troop in their heyday are accurate, wow, colloquialisms that should not be here, it may suggest that the temporal disruption phenomenon occurred in the Medjugorje. Temporal disruption. Time. Could the transcendent power of the abyss threaten even the flow of time? Possibly. Sit lally. We found 3 reports, and they're all incredible, if you say so, about the Bakunawa. Of all the abyssal monsters that attacked Natlan 500 years ago, Bakunawa was the most terrifying. It was said to have devoured entire villages of tribespeople and could not be killed. Even when it was beheaded or had its body chopped into pieces, the remains would somehow continue to grow, seeking each other out and eventually forming a new revitalized Bakunawa. So how did you defeat it? Well, not you specifically, because I doubt you were alive 500 years ago, but who got rid of it? What in the... How was it finally defeated then? Through Tenoch's sacrifice. He let Sanhaj perform phlogiston engraving on his body in order to unleash the power of border spells. Then Tenoch allowed himself to be eaten by the beast. Oh no. With Tenoch's body as the ritual offering, Sanhaj summoned a miniature night kingdom inside Bakunawa's belly. Good lord. The clash between the powers of the abyss, the Lord of the Night, and Tenoch's spirit in Bakunawa's body led to a violent explosion that shattered the monster into innumerable pieces. Yet even so, some believe it never truly died, and that its rebirth was merely suppressed by the chaotic energies unleashed in the blast. If the right conditions are met, the beast's remains could potentially still grow into a new Bakunawa once more. We found 3 reports, and they're all incredible, about the Medjugorje. Endo failed to uncover the mystery of the Medjugorje's disappearance, which is good news for us. But his hypothesis is a little hard to believe. Well, actually, about that. We found 2 reports, and they're all incredible. Secret cave. It seems like Endo memorized our map after he snuck a peek at it. This is his redrawing of it. Judging by the markings, he must have found his destination. Blah, so why didn't he do anything? He just wasted his time out here putting on a show. Given the cunning he's displayed so far, I doubt he did so without purpose. His act must have been necessary for him to break through certain obstacles. Now I've read all 3 reports, what should we do next? Let's go to the place marked on the map. Good idea. It looks like we're pretty close. We just have to figure out what the Abyss Order is up to. Let's head out. Autobots, roll out! Where are we going? Oh, you meant literally right here. I thought we were like about to open the map or some shit. Why did you need a map for that? It's not hard to find if you know what you're looking for.